This is my friend Pearl. Her parents and her flew from Toronto to LA to have me groom her. The pressure's on. I gotta make this perfect. I gotta make it worth her while. I've never been more excited to groom a dog than with Pearl. Anytime someone's like, what's your favorite kind of dog to groom? A teeny tiny poodle. Look at how small she is. She's a nice tiny friend. Let's get started. You're nice. You're nice. I cannot. What a vision. Let's get started. Okay, it's time for a bath. My emotions are so high because I love her so much. Let's get started with her little bath. And first I'm gonna clean her ears. So I always like to take a cotton ball and split it because her ears are so little. I bet I can just use half. So nice. This is for your ear. Yeah, you're a part of this. You're a big part of this. I'm just gonna wipe them out and check them. If you're watching this and you're a pet parent and you're wondering how can you tell if your dog has an ear infection, it's always when they start smelling yeasty or when they're crusty. My dog has open ears that just stick straight up, so I always like see a little crusty and she shakes her head sometimes and it kind of starts to smell funky and yeasty. I always just have some ear meds on hand. Some people are always like, to pluck ears or not to pluck ears. Doesn't look like they pluck her ears at all. She's got quite a bit of fluff in here. Because it seems like they don't pluck the ears, I'm gonna leave them. So there's quite a bit of fluff in here. Right here is where the bottom of her ear is. And so I'm just looking at this inside the ear. And if this is matted or really crusty or disgusting, that's when you would wanna go to the vet and have the ears plucked. But honestly, it doesn't look bad. It looks healthy and clean. If I wanted to go crazy, you can also take a Q-tip and just wipe out the ear that way, but her ears look pretty good. Your ears look pretty good, baby. I'm gonna wet her face. I always focus on wetting the ears first. And if a dog wants to shake, I let them, I encourage it, because if there's any water in the ear, they'll shake it out. Shaky, shaky. Oh, there you go. I'm going to focus on just her ears and I go from behind her ear like this. And I use my left hand to lift the ear up. And now I'm gonna hold her chin and just get her eyes and just be really careful around her nose. If a dog knows that you're not gonna get their nose wet, they will trust you. And I always wipe away the water just to make them feel taken care of. Okay, once I get the shampoo in there, noni noni. Yucky, crusty face. If you are ever washing a dog's face and it's really yucky and crusty, don't pull on the crusties. Like wet them with warm water and gently loosen them. Never want to pull because that hurts. And you just don't want your dog to associate the bath with pain. Oh, you're so nice. It's a fair argument. You're okay. You're stinky. You're a stinky bear. I'm just trying to loosen the crusties. I was reading this comment on like someone's post saying they washed their husky and they weren't sure if they should use cold water because it's a husky or warm water. They were just not sure about the temperature because of the breed of the dog. But let me just clear the air. If you're gonna bathe a dog, you want the water to be warm and cozy, but when you put it on your forearm like this, you don't want it to be super, super hot. It's like a baby's bottle. I'm not a mother, but if I were, this is how you test, I guess. You just wanna make sure that the water is warm and cozy and feels really nice. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Rinsing the first facial, I'm gonna do another one. Just feel like crunchies. Sorry, I have to scrub so much. You hate this so much. You're seen. You're seen. I think it's because they feed her wet food and it just gets all crusty in there. The craziest, weirdest thing happened this morning. I was getting up and I was petting my dog and he has a wart right here and I was petting him and it was like a black spot right there in the morning and it was like, you know, early. So the lights weren't on and it was just really hard to see. But I was like, what the hell? Did his wart explode or what happened? And so I took him out to the kitchen where I could see a little bit better. There was a piece of poo stuck to his back. It was in his fur. My poor little poodle son had a big old piece of dung in his coat. And I was like, what the hell? And so I had to cut it out with random kitchen scissors because it was stuck in there. And the only logical explanation I can think of was that he pooped and he shook and then it flew up onto his back. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Leave a comment if it has. But like, he had a piece of dung in his back fluff. I was late to the gym. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I have cozy, warm shampoo water. And I'm just gonna put it directly on the dry coat. No need to wet the coat first because this bottle is pretty much mostly water. Oh, no-ni, no-ni. One tiny leg. Let me do the tush wink. I still have so much shampoo left. I've made so much. I didn't know you were so little. I couldn't tell. Okay, I'm gonna rinse her little face. You see this little food stuck in her face? I think I need to do one more facial. You need a napkin. Okay, we are clean and gorgeous and shampoozled and zhuzhed and soapy and foamy and ready to rinse. Just double checking. The worst thing is when you think it's all clean and you rinse and dry and then it's like a greasy spot. It's the pit of hell. What? Where are you going? Are you gonna go over there? Okay. There we go. No. Pretty sure that's a clean face. I'm just using a nice fragranced face mask to hydrate her face. Just keep it smelling fresh and clean. Her little butt. Just gonna give her a little condish. This is the pH conditioner by Yves Saint Bernard. I really like this because she's got a very soft coat and I don't want to heavily condition her, but she still needs hydration and I still need to seal the follicles. I condition every single dog. I don't really groom dogs for competition. This is the only time I would say don't condition a dog, but for everyday pets, I condition everybody. Like if they're going into show or if they're going into competition, you want the coat to stand up straight. You want it to have a lot of lift. Sometimes you just want like a crisp coat without a lot of oils weighing it down. That's when you don't want to condish.
For her coat type, will it make it oily or something?
It doesn't make it oily, but it makes it really soft, and you felt how soft her coat is. The softer the coat, the harder it is to sculpt it, because it just lays flat. These dogs that have curly, soft coats, especially little red poodles have the most difficult coats because they're soft curls. They mat easily and they're just hard to work with. It's hard to get a nice finish. It's just hard, it doesn't mean it's impossible, but I would just say if you're gonna, everyday pets, sure, condition. I feel like it's really good for their skin and coat to hydrate. The biggest misconception with dog grooming is that people don't condition dogs, and it's something that I wanna start educating people on. Every dog needs to be conditioned. It's the final rinse down. Oh my goodness, you really did it. You really, really did it. I feel like this would feel so good to have this done to your back. Imagine being bathed by a giant. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna turn this on. She's burying her head in my hand. Good girl. Oh, these are short. Oh, short nails. Let me check this one. Let me see. Yeah, these are short. Okay. Just the back ones. With a dog this tiny, I always want to make sure I support the knee really well. I always just assume dogs this small have bad knees. I mean, I assume all dogs have bad knees, even though they don't. That's the way I handle them. Okay, it's time for the haircut. Good girl. Make sure that underline is on point. I'm gonna get her little bib area. Now we hand scissor the rest. See how soft her coat is? You just want to get it to stand up, but that pH conditioner really helps. It's just such a light conditioner. Now I can really see the haircut. A lot of groomers leave too much fluff on the back of the leg, and it makes the dog look really long and a little bit messy. Start to notice how certain grooms can make a dog look, you know, long in body or just imbalanced or choppy. I always try to help groomers develop their eye when they're first starting, just to see. That's like one of the biggest hurdles when you start to learn how to groom, is just to develop your eye. It'll be done so fast. It'll be over before you know it. My goal for this haircut is to make it look beautiful. Even for the next time she goes into the groomer, I want this to grow in really nicely. I'm just shaping and balancing, not really taking a ton of length off, but I just want to make her look proportioned and tidy. This is a quiet groom. I'm not talking about going to Costco today. I still haven't been. I don't know what to do with this tail. She doesn't like that. This is my farthest client. I'm so honored. It's just crazy that someone would fly from Toronto to come see me. So I just want to make sure I do a really good job. It's funny, like I'm like so grateful, but I'm also feeling a little bit of pressure. So I'm like, well, they came this far, it better be perfect, you know? Because if it's not, I'm gonna quit grooming forever. We gotta level that top line. I'm really making sure that I'm checking my work from the profile. Sometimes you can accidentally make a dog look like they have a big head or a little head. You just wanna make sure you're looking at it from the side and that you're checking your work from the profile so that you can see how the head piece is balancing with the body. It's so hard to see her little feet. They're so little. Can you even handle the tininess of this little tail? So there's like a little short spot right here. I'm just gonna pretend like that's not there. When she lifts her tail like this, it'll cover it anyway. I'm just checking my work. Her little sing-songy moments. Can you hear her? She's such a pleasure. Dogs like this just make me love grooming. She just stands there, singing to me. It's okay, friend. Hello? I have to go over it a bunch just to like check my work. One leg, done. The other leg, horrific. Pearl. It's the most perfect name for her. Another name that would be great for her, like any old lady name, but like Agatha. Geraldine. Geraldine. But Pearl, I mean, Pearl is just... She has a little short spot right here too. Anytime a dog has a short spot, I just pretend like it's not there and then just grow it in. Same with marital problems. You just sweep it under the rug and you just pretend like it's not there. JK, JK. My marriage is perfection. She's such a character. She's really winning us over. She's really winning our hearts. To groom Pearl is an honor. She's got a little waist. She's so interesting with her noises. I'm just gonna tinker a little bit. I'm gonna grow this in, these little short spots here, and then this also wanna grow that in. Maybe, I might trim it. We'll see, I'm gonna improvise. While I'm here, I'm just gonna comb everything up and then cut this, because it's like right in her eyes. She didn't like that.
Have you ever tried cutting a human's hair?
Yeah, I love it. I cut Eric's hair. I can really sculpt. What's going on under here? Maybe I'll just cut that. Good girl. I have to grow all this in. This, it'll be cuter if I cut it. Sorry. Cute. She's so funny. I just want to make sure it's symmetrical, you know, like it's even. I love poodles. I did groom a poodle the other day that tried to bite my hand off, but for the most part, poodles are great. Sometimes red poodles are like more opinionated. I groomed a little poodle, like smaller than her, and was vicious. You just never know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is she a shiboogie, a shagoogie, or a shmoo?
She's a shagoogie.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a full-on shagoogie. It's weird that you asked that. Doesn't it seem obvious? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna layer her ear a little bit. Can you even take it? So beautiful. What makes me so relaxed when I'm grooming is when a dog has full trust. Sometimes dogs are so tiny that they're like, I have to trust you because I'm so little. I focus on the back of the ear first to give it sort of a lift. I think I got this from DMK Boutique. They're a great accessory company. I went to Japan for this really fun dog grooming show called Inner Pets. It was just clothes and accessories, and everybody had a tiny dog and a Bjorn. It was heaven. They even had pancakes for dogs there. It was just like a whole line of people with their dogs in their strollers waiting in line for pancakes for dogs. Yeah, there you go. We're giving her a proper bob. This one's still longer, huh? She's looking kind of like 1950s.
Oh, wow. You ready for the sock hop?
I mean, so nice. How cute is that? They look pretty even.
Yeah, they do.
Okie doke. You look perfection. Wait, I have to check my work from behind really quick. Just make sure this looks good. You never can tell. Super helpful.
This is our magic tool. Perfection.
Friends, we're done. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me while I groomed the tiniest dog ever. Pearl, you're a star. You're nice. I love you so much. I'm upset that you're leaving, but I'm gonna be okay. Oh, same. Literally same. I'll see you guys in the next one. Say bye. My masterpiece. What a vision. Bye, friends.